Hi. So again, after some days, we are back with the talk on the markets. So right now, the markets are actually around 950, very critical supply area between 1900 and 9950. So you should be slightly cautious. Now the question is, what do I mean by caution? Do I mean that the markets can fall from here? Now look at some data points here. The FI so far they have been building long put positions around 96, 97, 9800. In fact, 9500 was also active some days back. The index futures position they're not building materially long positions there. So that tells me sentimentally they at present are not going gung-ho about the markets per se. Domestically, mutual funds they have a very high cash holding. The inflows they remain very strong. So for me to actually think that there is some sort of panic, no, there is no panic here. The next question comes is, can we actually close about 9950 and then move back to 10,500? Those sort of estimates, entirely possible. But then we should actually allow the markets to tell us that. Now, in terms of buy on dips, the texture that remains same. It's a buy on dip market right now. It's a bull market. There's nothing which is changing for that. Midcaps they have recovered very sharply, 6% up from Friday lows. So that is telling you that both midcaps and again the benchmark indices they are now in the resistance zone where I expected a recovery to actually happen till there. Now actually from here basically if you're investing for long term you would have been happy actually with this dip. But if you're just deploying trading strategy, then actually you should wait for the market to tell you whether it's actually retreating back from these levels or it's actually ready to cross those. What about the market breadth? The participation across the sectors is looking very good. So far, it has been very strong. So I'm quite enthused by a sector-wide rally here. In terms of leaders, there is no major surge from the leaders. So leaders, we can talk about Reliance Industries, so major private banks, or even you can take the names of the OMCs. You are not seeing that sort of movement there, but it's coming like small and bits of movement from everybody, and that's why the markets are getting support. So I think we need more than that. Actually, we need the leaders to clearly show that these are sectors, these are stocks which actually are moving, and perhaps they can take us 200, 300 points higher from the current levels. So perhaps that is what actually is not there right now. Now, in terms of what are actually looking good, what are the pockets of strength right now? Metals very clearly they have been outperforming, and we have been talking about that since last many days. Perhaps the metal prices, the base metals, they have been on a tear again, 5% plus move in zinc, aluminum, copper, 2% plus move. So again, that actually is very good. Now, in addition to that, again, if the base metals are doing really good, and the precious metals like gold and silver, they actually are not falling. So that tells me that the jewelry pocket and also the metal stocks in general, they are actually looking quite good. Now, if you're holding around that, I think then those should be reaping returns for you. Now, in terms of base metals, I think crossing just a 10-year high level, a $3,000 mark for zinc itself is a big deal. So you basically now talking about $3,100 also. That level has also been crossed, so 3% plus already from those levels. And usually, I believe 10% rally is always there when you cross a major level. So perhaps I would now think is perhaps somewhere around $3,200 plus minus $30. I think that level should be coming for zinc, and perhaps till that time, Hindustan Zinc and Vedanta could be outperforming. So overall, it looks like that September quarter should be very good for the metal companies on the earnings per se. Also, the stocks have been rallying. It's not like that stocks haven't rallied. Stocks have been rallying, but yes, so it looks good. There is no reason actually we should be thinking about profit booking, just on a fundamental per se. That's in my view. Apart from that, I think there has been buying which has been seen in some selected stocks like Torrent Pharma yesterday saw a good long build up. Today, if I just make a strategy and if I just see how the markets are doing, I would perhaps be thinking that pharma stocks, perhaps there is one area where you should be really cautious about, because from the lows, the pharma index started seeing some buying, but there is no major broad based momentum in the pharma stocks right now. They're still hovering their current lows. So be very stock specific, be very cautious about where you want to invest in pharma stocks. And then we also talk about Reliance Industries, just be focused on that. Geophone is going to get launched in about a couple of days from here. So perhaps there is one stock which should keep the interest alive, and I think we should also support the market. So Bank Nifty is not looking that bad. So all in all, I think I'm moving towards the weekend. One more trading session to go, and I would just think that let the markets actually come to you. Let the markets tell you that we are crossing, we are closing about 9950. As I told last time, Keep a close watch on your own stocks which you wanted to buy. If those stocks had fallen, and if you were actually sharp and lucky enough to get hold on to those stocks, then be very happy about it. Apart from that, I think just keep asking me any questions if you have. And overall, the markets are not looking that bad. It's a buy on dips markets. Dips will keep on coming and will keep on giving you opportunities. It's more about which stocks you want to buy. Just be focused on that. So I'll see you later. Have a good profitable day.